that we read earlier mentioned the Biometric Consortium Conference. Here's their logo. We have the hand. Why is the hand so significant? Well, it's number 5 for one. It is where the mark is going to be in the right hand. Revelation. We're going to read that verse in a little bit. If you're not familiar with that, most everybody is. But if you're not, we're going to read it. And but I want you to notice their logo is of course, it's an all-seeing eye, capstone, inside of the hand. And I'm going to explain to you what that means. That literally, that we're looking at in the Biometric Consortium Conference logo, we're looking at literally a logo representation of what the mark of the beast is. Literally, the all-seeing eye inside of the hand. This is picturized, if you remember from Dan Brown's new book, The Lost Symbol, he mentioned something called the Hand of the Mysteries. And the Hand of the Mysteries actually was the key to transforming human beings. And so here we keep going back to Isaiah 14 and Satan's 5-point plan. We keep going to Revelation chapter 9 and the 5th trumpet sounding. You chase the number 5 all down through the Scriptures, and that is exactly what you're going to get. God's going to give it to you. He's going to teach you what He means. You don't need a guy like Mike Hoggard, even though I just have fun bringing this all out. But I'm telling you, God is wanting people to know exactly what's going on. I don't have secret documents. I wasn't at the Biometric Consortium Conference and heard the keynote speaker. I wasn't there. They didn't invite me. Okay? I don't need their secret documents. I see their logo. I know what they stand for, and I know what they have in mind because I have this document right here. Okay? So anyway, on the Biometric Consortium Conference website, they have a list of other companies that are partner companies along with them. One of them is called the BioAPI Consortium. I want you to notice, that they use a key and Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man as their logo. Now, I am going to, here again, I'm going back, remember the number 5, I'm going back to Revelation chapter 9, and I want you to listen to what the Bible says. The 5th angel sounded, this is the trumpet, and I saw a star fall from heaven, Isaiah chapter 14, unto the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottomless pit, or the key of the bottomless pit. Notice their logo again. A key with Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. The Vitruvian Man was the emblem of the elevated or evolved man, or the God man. The man who has become God. And they're telling you that there's a key to man becoming God. And here it is in Revelation chapter 9. He's been given the key to the bottomless pit. Who gave him the key? Jesus. What key was it? Jesus said, I have the keys of hell and death. And He gave them to Lucifer, and He said, open that up. Okay, I'm going to unleash my judgment upon this earth. Boy, I tell you what, this Bible's telling us all kinds of things. Here's another company called Find Biometrics. Global Identity Management. Notice that their symbol, it's a fingerprint inside of this little oval-shaped deal, or this mandorla, that's meant to represent the eye. That is the all-seeing eye of the Novus Ordo Seclorum. It is the all-seeing eye on top of the capstone. By the way, the unfinished pyramid represents man's 2-strand DNA, which everybody in the cult says it's not done. It's like the Tower of Babel. We didn't get to finish it. We need to add something to it. We need to add what the all-seeing eye represents. That's the Antichrist, by the way, and that's his mark. We need to add the all-seeing eye so that man now has 3 strands in his DNA. That's kind of where we're going with this. And if you don't know anything about that, get our series on Jesus Christ DNA in the Holy Bible, the Mother of All Secrets, and the Triple Helix. We may revisit some of that one of these days here on this broadcast, just kind of refresh our memories. refresh mine. But anyway, find biometrics, and here their logo is the all-seeing eye, which is the capstone. This is a mark. This is an identifying mark of the Antichrist in the last days. Now, that takes us to, and I have, somebody sent me, thank you watchers for helping me do this broadcast. Somebody sent me this, Pastor Mike, here's a PDF we think you need to take a look at. This was from one of these corporations we mentioned that was a glossary of biometric definitions, what all they mean. And I kept coming across a reference in this glossary of something called the capstone concept for joint operations. The capstone concept for joint operations. The illuminated eye on top of the pyramid is the capstone. Now, I got to throw this in here. I didn't have it as a slide, but I got to throw it in there. We have this on a video called Which Bible Should I Use? In the King James refers to Christ as the cornerstone, foundation. In the NIV, you know, these people are a lot more illuminated than those King James translators were. In the NIV, believe it or not, where it reads in the King James, cornerstone, they put in capstone. Just saying. The capstone concept for joint operations, Department of Defense, how all of the various branches of the Department of Defense are going to get along and work together to identify everybody and secure everything so that we can have peace and safety, is known as the capstone concept. So I just went looking through this, and it's quite a lengthy document, but look what I found. The capstone concept. Here we have the triquetra, the symbol for 2 strands of DNA with a 3rd strand added. See, we don't need the secret documents. We don't need to be in on the secret meetings to know, because the Bible will tell us exactly what they're talking about. The Bible will reveal to us exactly what is happening in these last days. Here is, and you remember the logo, and I think they've changed it now, but for the Office of Information Awareness. This was part of the Homeland Security Act that President George Bush initiated after 9/11. 9/11 was a transformational period in the United States and all over the world, and now they keep calling her Big Sis in the news. The current Director of Homeland Security is talking about not just increasing security in America's airports, but we need to increase security in all the airports all over the world. Remember, it's not just America. It is all over the world. Global governance. But that capstone idea and that capstone logo, part of the Office of Information Awareness, this illuminated eye illuminating planet Earth so that the whole world receives the mark of the beast. You remember Digital Angel, the product of what was this company called? Applied Digital Solutions. They've had different names over the years. Applied Digital Solutions are the people that invented the chip. The chip, the little microchip, the little capsule chip that goes in dogs now, and it's in cattle, and it's got RFID, which is radio frequency identification, so that products are now being RFID tagged, animals are being RFID tagged, and coming to a society near you, human beings will be RFID tagged to identify them and to know. Oh, let's see here. You drive around in your car. At some point in every car there's going to be an RFID tag so we can know where you drove your car. The products that you buy are going to be tagged so they can know what shelf you put it on in your house, and when you tip it over to pour it out, they're going to know Remember, let me go back to this. The logo for the Office of Information Awareness says Scientia est Potentia. You know what that means? Knowledge is power. This is about global governance and domination. You cannot... Let me see if I can explain it this way. The Bible sets men free. The gospel of Jesus Christ sets